Hello everyone, and welcome to our 5D Ascension class. I'm Jon Binnie. I'm your spiritual psychic mentor professional here in Scotland, and it's an honor to support you today on your Ascension journey. So, these 5D Ascension classes are a series of free classes, so you just get to come along and participate in these live streams. They're also available if you look in the live chat here and a playlist. So there's around 10 of these classes available already in the playlist. And you can watch these really in any order and participate in them. And it's my way of giving back to you all, and also a way of we know from our live streams, which we do on Mondays and Thursdays, Viviani, Heller, and I, that you request many things from us, and sometimes as many as 80 to 100 plus requests. So, what the 5D Ascension classes are a way of being able to give back to you so that you can learn how to start to work through these challenges yourself that you face and really build these strong, safe foundations for you to support your own energetic and spiritual um, growth. So today, and please, as a reminder, no questions, please. See, just as I was saying that, you please save those for the live streams. So no questions, no requests in capitals. You can ask questions, but just of this 5D Ascension class. So no requests, should I say, in this live stream. Okay, so the topic we've chosen today is meeting your spirit guides, and meeting your spirit guides is something that's very close to my heart. I meet every day with my guides, and it's also a topic that is the very start of every client session, one-to-one session I do, and is also a key part of the higher self foundational training that I do. So, to help support you on your journey for meeting your spirit guides, we'll be doing a variation somewhere between some of the previous um, explorations I've had, different ways of introducing you to your spirit guides. And some of this is inspired from the higher self foundational training, of which there's 3 spaces left. It starts on October 22nd. So if you're interested in the fuller, more detailed version of this, meeting your spirit guides, for example, meeting all active 8, then please do check out my website and the training section. You'll see the higher self foundational training. Okay, it's quite dry in here, so I'm going to make sure I drink plenty of water. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create a safe space. And please do, throughout the session, please do share your experiences in the live chat. What's really powerful about sharing your experiences is that it encourages others to share theirs. As far as I'm aware, I did tick the little box to record the the live chat, so that means that all the text that you see will be played back when someone else comes back to the replay, including yourselves. So please do feel free to share. Okay, let's start with creating a safe space then. And to create a safe space, we'll do so by taking in a deep breath through the nose, nice and deep, and breathe out what no longer serves, our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep, and breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. And breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly. Focus your attention now on the center of your heart, where your golden divine spark enters your human form. And from the center of your heart, extend a cord of light up through the top of your head, up into the sky and up into the stars, all the way up through the highest frequencies and dimensions of this universe until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there, connecting your light cord into the highest dimension of source, feeling into that oneness, unity, and unconditional love. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down to the stars, to the sky, back down to top of your head and into your heart once more. And now, this time from the center of your heart, extend a cord of light downwards, down through the roots of your spine and deep into the earth, all the way down through the layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. And we can choose to send Mother Gaia so much love at this time. Allow her to send her love back. Remain connected into Gaia's heart and extend your light cord back up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Mother Gaia below, expand out a golden bubble of protective light to surround you, about 2 meters out to each side, above and below, in front and behind you. And set the intention for this golden protective boundary that only energies and entities with your permission, your highest good, love, and compassion can see you, access you, or exist within this space or within you. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. And into your safe space, invite in your spirit guides, your higher self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia. And we ask at this time for their guidance, clearing, healing, protection, and assistance with today's session. And now, through space and time, I create a golden protective bubble around all of us in the live stream and in the replay, all dimensions of us. And I set the intention for this session space that only energies and entities with my permission and the highest good love and compassion of all can see us, access us, or exist within this session space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. Inviting in my spirit guides, my higher self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia. And when you invite in your spirit guides, you will also be giving them permission, one at a time, to enter your own space. And I set the intention for today. We are here to connect with our spirit guides, to meet spirit guides. Each of us to connect with our own individual spirit guides. And just before we start with the journey of traveling to a very high vibration place, we'll be going up to the 5th dimension to raise our vibrations up here and then connecting in with at least one or more of our spirit guides, one at a time. I'd like to ask one of my spirit guides, the very first spirit guide I met. Her name is Maya, as an earth elemental. I'd like to ask her to come forwards to share a message about what are spirit guides, what are they, and does she have any advice for this group? Because there'll be a finite number of us, even if it's the entire population of Earth, that choose to engage with this video in the live stream or replay. Welcome, beautiful souls, to answer John's question and perhaps your questions. Spirit guides are simply the souls that you have chosen to collaborate with and partner with through this individual and unique incarnation. Prior to each birthing into each incarnation, Your soul negotiates with soul tribe members, including families and friends from other lifetimes and other beings, even archangels and many beings across many different vibrations. There's no limit to the vibrations and frequencies or dimensions of which you can choose your spirit guides. And once these agreements are set in place, you may have chosen, for example, 8 active spirit guides from around the universe. They may be supported by 30 or more spirit guides that reside more in the background and are called forwards at different life events. Your spirit guides are your equals because all beings across the universe are equal. We're not all born the same, we're all very diverse. In fact, there is an infinite diversity of life across this universe. And know that once you're born, you forget. You go through the veil of forgetfulness. And this is intended to help enrichen the experience, creating a blank canvas for you to live out your incarnation. If you are here engaging with this video, it is likely you have heard of the concept of spirit guides before, or at very least are curious. So I encourage you to follow your own heart and develop your own relationships with your own spirit guides. You don't need to listen to Jon or others to take their word for it. Please do rely as much as you can on your own heart, your own feelings, and your own experiences. And above all, practice with gratitude. And we will be practicing this today. Thank you, dear souls. Okay, thank you, Maya. That was a beautiful, unexpectedly in depth channeling from my spirit guide, Maya. Thank you. Okay, and just letting her energy leave. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay, so please join me now. I'd like us all as a class to form a circle. So there's quite a few of us, both in the live and in the replay. There's already 30 in the live stream. Hello and welcome. And for all of us who join in the replay, and remember, even if you join late, you can go straight back to the beginning of the live and start from there if you choose to. And you may find that even helps your experience. You won't miss anything, I promise. And as we form a circle as a class, I'd like you to invite your spirit guides to join you. So to begin with, invite your active spirit guides. This may be around 8 or so guides. Invite them to come forwards and to be close to you, behind you. So imagine them forming as a team of 8 beings behind each of us, your own spirit guides behind you, no other beings, just you. And we're all going to have very much unique experiences through today's class. Now, in front of us, if you focus your attention on the center of our circle, and you are a very powerful group of souls. So let's be intentional and mindful about where we focus our energy. Please focus your energy now in the very center of our circle, of all our class. And I bring down from the highest dimension of source above a column of golden light, and it's coming down to just below our feet, whether we're sat down or standing up. It's coming down to just beneath us and then spreading out this source light as a platform, a large circular platform beneath all of us. And as this platform takes shape, this is a platform, it is a lift, an elevator that is going to help us raise our vibrations. Why? Because if you choose to help raise your vibrations up, then you'll find it much easier to connect with your guides, as it is likely that their frequencies, their vibration, the gap between you will close a little bit, even just a little bit. So please join me now as I raise this platform up and just allow this now connecting in your hearts. You may place your hand on your heart if you choose. Connecting with your heart, all those happy moments in your life, your highest joy, the most beautiful moments and events in your life. Hold that feeling, hold those feelings in your heart now as I raise up this platform, setting the intention to take us up to the fifth dimension or as high as each of us could make it. Wonderful. And many of us have done this. And don't worry if you're not sure what you're feeling or whether you're even at a different frequency. Just continue to remember to hold this feeling of joy and love and excitement for as long as you can in your heart. Perhaps it's the excitement about meeting one of your spirit guides face to face. And in front of us now, I'm creating a portal. It's a portal that will remain within our safe space because our safe spaces follow us around us wherever we go. I'm creating this portal to take us to a beautiful glen or meadow, as they're known around the world. This is in central Scotland. Please join me as we step through this portal into this beautiful place. And as all of us step through this portal, we're going to travel to a place that is easy for us to meet our guides. Yes, I am physically in the third dimension in Scotland, and many of you may also have ancestry, but it is not an exclusive requirement. Know that everyone is welcome who has the highest good, love, and compassion of all. And I'm just allowing, there's quite a few of us already coming through, and including all your guides. There's a massive diversity of each of your spirit guides. So please do join us now as we enter this space, this fifth dimensional glen within Scotland. And I'm just going to close the portal gently behind us, only allowing those through that have gained permission, the permissions and boundaries that I set at the start. Okay. And if you'd like to look forwards, there's quite a few of us now just stepping forwards, looking out across this fifth dimensional glen or meadow. It slopes gently downhill towards a very large and beautiful oak tree. And to the sides of us, to the east and west, these beautiful rolling highlands, the lush green. Scotland's very blessed, even in the fifth dimension, with a lot of rain. And so we have really beautiful, vivid colors here, especially in the fifth dimension. Become aware of the grass beneath your feet as it connects with you, as it sings to you. The insects and birds, the sky and the clouds, and even the sun and the trees, everything feels connected. There's a beautiful interconnectedness across all beings. And this is in the fifth dimension, the boundaries between each of our frequencies and our languages and the ways in which all living things communicate become much easier for us to communicate and to become part of this orchestra of nature. Allow their song and the sounds, their frequencies to flow through you gently. Now, I'd like each of us to look ahead as we look down the hill towards the oak tree. It's a very large and beautiful oak tree. I'd like you to perceive this as much as you can now that you're no longer in a group. Instead, each of us will experience our own individual experience because each of us will be using our own version of the oak tree to ask one of our spirit guides to step forwards from behind it. So you are with me as your guide. You're also with your own spirit guides who have followed you in as you invited them into this space. And simply you're going to bring, as we approach the oak tree, you're going to bring one guide at a time round for an introduction. So please follow my voice and follow my lead as we head down just a few meters down this glen, down towards the oak tree. And just as we approach the oak tree, I'm asking your guides now to take a moment and to go behind the tree and just to feel into what it's going to be like and which of your guides will come forwards first to you. And just before we do, please notice to the left of us, to the left, to the west of this oak tree is a beautiful loch, a little lake. It's a silver crystalline pool of water. It goes about shoulder deep. And I'm going to ask permission of this silvery crystalline water, this little fifth dimensional loch, to give us permission to enter and perform a short clearing so that all of our senses and chakras are more cleared and aligned to support the experience of connecting with our guides, including myself. So if you'd like to join me, and it is optional, we're going to keep our clothes on because this is a plasma-like crystalline water and it does not need us to take anything off. And just step close to the edge of the silvery crystalline water. And now, if you choose to follow me in, I'm just going in first up to waist level. Then I'm going in quite deep, just up to my shoulders. And I'm not going to go any deeper than that. And just allow yourself to become familiar with these crystalline waters as they flow around you. And we set the intention for these crystalline waters to help clear us, remove anything that doesn't serve our highest good, to unblock our chakras, to help activate, to stimulate our chakras and our psychic abilities. Everything that will help us connect with our guides. And to do so, if you wish to, briefly just place your head under this crystalline water so it's still breathable underneath, but just put it under for a moment, even just kneeling down and putting your head down for a moment and then getting back up as we bring this beautiful crystalline water all the way through our bodies, clearing and healing through the crown, the third eye, throat and heart, solar plexus, sacral chakra, root chakra, and then draining out also through our roots and hands and feet, anything that no longer serves our highest good. And I'm asking Archangel Michael to help collect any of this energy that no longer serves us, and for our whole class to return to source or never return here again. Wonderful. And now allow yourself to thank this crystalline water and to step out of it. So let's head back up out of this crystalline water, up next to the oak tree where we were just a moment ago. And please also thank this beautiful crystalline water for its service to us. I've been here many times and it feels every time I visit, it becomes even more helpful and supportive of clearing and tuning our energies. So now, finally, let's get ready to meet one of your spirit guides. I'm going to give you some distance, and I ask all of us to give great distance from each other. I'd like to first bring your awareness to orientate you as to where you are right now. You're stood in a fifth dimensional space within a safe space. You're holding happy, high vibration, love energy in your heart. You can touch your heart throughout the rest of this practice if you choose. It's a great way of reminding your body that you care about your heart and you're listening to your heart, especially with your left hand, your receiving hand. And you can encourage your heart to open because a safe, open heart is significantly more able to receive the connections with your spirit guides. And please repeat after me: heart, it's safe to open. Heart, it's safe to open. Heart, it's safe to open. And now I've asked your active spirit guides to stand behind this oak tree. It has a very thick trunk, and so it's easy for your guides to hide from you behind it. And we're going to ask one of your spirit guides to come forwards. I'm stood near you. I'm just a couple of meters. In fact, I'm just on the outside of that boundary that you created at the start of the session. I'm at a little bit of a distance from you because I want to give you energetic space. And I'm asking the tree to support us as best we can. We're standing underneath the oak tree and its beautiful canopy. We feel held, beautifully held by fifth dimensional Gaia, supported by the tree. And importantly now, let's ask one of your spirit guides to step forward. So just from behind this oak tree, perhaps you're about a meter from the trunk of the oak tree, asking one of your spirit guides to step forwards. And let's get them to keep a bit of a distance to begin with. So maybe about 3 meters. So outside of your safe space. And begin to perceive now. Begin to receive your spirit guide, still maintaining a distance. I'd like you to begin to feel across all your senses that each of us are unique and each of us have our own unique superpowers. And let's start, first of all, with a scan outside of our body. And let's scan across each of our senses. So as you ask a spirit guide to come near, and they can step a little closer if they choose to, even within the 2 meters of you. So they're really quite close, about the same sort of distance we would interact with a friend or loved one. And now scan across using all your senses, beginning with your thoughts and your crown chakra connection. Do you feel that it's true that your spirit guide is here? You have invited them forwards. You have gone to a great length already, an investment. Whether it's true for you yet or not, just allow that experience to just be. And with your third eye, this central point, the central focus point of all the perceptions and senses across your body, allow your third eye to receive your spirit guide, including the sounds, smell, the vibrations and frequencies, that sixth sense awareness that we have of another being close, sight, color, shape, form. It can be tempting to jump straight to sight and want to vividly see our guides. And yet we're all beautifully, uniquely different. Just allow those sensations to be. Remembering you're stood under this beautiful fifth dimensional oak tree supporting you at this time. Coming down to your throat chakra, allowing your throat chakra to open to receive your own truth of this experience. What's happening right now outside of you? What are you perceiving? What is true and real? Then come down into your heart, powerhouse in the center, the engine room of you. How does your heart feel now? Do you feel a presence, of the spirit guide you've invited forwards. And allow your whole body, all of your chakras, including solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra. Allow your hands to open, especially your left hand, to receive and perceive your guide. Cross your legs and feet. Do you even feel the steps, the gentle steps of your guide on the ground, and how their presence affects the very area that you're in? And for many of us, there's a remembrance. Just as my spirit guide, Maya, said, there's a remembrance that you met your spirit guide prior to this life. It might have not been for the first time, but you have absolutely entered an agreement, a partnership with this being, with their soul, and they're here to support you in your incarnation. Now let's get more specific. So with your guide, let's scan down now. And I really enjoy bringing down a column of source light. So imagine this also, bring down a column of source light, and I reach up one of my hands. I imagine I'm touching the very highest frequency, the highest aspect of source love energy, and I'm bringing down a column of source light to just above my spirit guide with the intention to illuminate them, to help bring them to life more vividly, and for me to be able to attune with them. So please do this for yourself as you bring down a column of source light to just above the top of the form. So we asked your guide to be around or just within the 2 meters from you, and just scan down their whole form now, getting a feeling of their size and shape, perhaps any colors and the energy of them. Experiencing now also any sensations within you, tinglings, flutterings, twitches, electrical pulses, any unexpected experiences within you. As you scan down through your guide, feel into their size and shape. Are they in a humanoid form? There's just a huge, wide diversity of all beings, of all guides. You may recognize the frequency of the lifetime, including their human, animal, insect, or extraterrestrial galactic origin. There's no limits to what a spirit guide can have been in your lifetime from which you know them, and from which lifetime they choose to present themselves as at this time. And there's a vast range of extraterrestrial galactic beings. To name but just a few: Arcturian, Palladian, Lyran, Andromedan, Avian, Blue Ray, Gray, Zeta, Syrian, Reptilian. The list goes on and on and on. And there's no end. These are just some of the galactic races for which we are aware of in our human terms and labels. Allow yourself to perceive your guide in their intended origin that they present to you. Now begin to feel, as you scan through the inside of them, the connection with their heart. There's something about their heart that's beautiful, magical, and powerful, just like yours. And let's ask our guides now to step really quite close to us, so as close as 1 meter to us. Let's ask our guides some questions. So I'm going to ask a question. I'd like you to repeat this question to your guide and then listen patiently for the answer. And I will stop talking to allow you to receive each answer. So please ask your spirit guide the following questions. Where are you from? What Earth or galactic being do you identify as? What is your name? Why have you joined me in this lifetime? What color should I use to associate with you? What sounds, smells should I use to associate with you? What can I do to connect with you more easily each day? And perhaps you'd like to ask your own unique question now or questions. Please go ahead. Continue to allow all these answers and the interconnectedness of all these answers to continue to flow into your heart, your crown, perception of your third eye, and begin to become truths for you through your throat chakra. And if you wish, if you're feeling like like to dive into a bit more detail, perhaps step really close now to your guide and take a good look at their face, no matter where it is located on their body or being. Get nice and up close and perhaps scan down across their features. Keeping in mind for some of our groups, some of our guides include rocks and mountains and stars. And so they're not really in a humanoid form, but get as close as you wish to your guide and begin to perceive that detail of all the important features that stand out to you. Well done. You're doing great. And remembering now that advice that your guide gave you about how best to connect with them and communicate with them, for me, the answer was simply overcoming myself and being myself, talking to my guides more freely throughout my day, including every single simple human thing I do. Whatever the answers are for you, please do hold on to these. These are important lessons for you. Write them down, say them out loud, reflect on them afterwards. In addition to these experiences, they may be the keys to help unlock your continued connection and relationship with your guides. Now, please do take a moment to thank your spirit guide. And I'm going to take a moment as well to help the final connection between you and your guide. I'm going to help thread light between your chakras and that of your guides. Imagine a crisscross between your crown to theirs, your third eye to theirs, your throat to theirs. And this is a form of weaving of lights to help bring the awareness of each aspect of you to each aspect of your guide. I'd like to add that this step is entirely optional, just as all aspects of this practice today are optional. And you get to choose, and anything created is entirely within your control and will only exist for as long as it serves your highest good. You can remove any of this at any time, anytime it feels right. And I bring down a column of source light from the highest dimension of source above with the intention to help you connect with your guide more easily and freely as I connect with the source light, your crown chakra to your guides, your third eye to your guides, your throat chakra to your guides, your heart to your guides, your solar plexus to your guides, your sacral chakra to your guides, and your root chakra to your guides, and then grounding deep into the earth, into the fifth dimensional earth. Wonderful, well done. Perhaps you'd like to hold this guide now. You can give them a hug if you want and thank them. And ask this guide, this first guide, to take a step over to the side because we're going to ask one more spirit guide to come forwards. I did promise spirit guides, and we have time for two. I'd also like to remind you that today's session can be repeated as often as you wish, and so you can come back to this replay and ask for more guides to come forwards. You can also pause right where we are, for example, right now, and we're just about 43 minutes in. You can pause the video and you will have retained consciously this safe space around you. And so you can ask each of your active guides one at a time to come forwards and connect with them in a way that feels right for you. But please do, if you do this, please do resume after you've completed those introductions, because you'll want to make sure you tidy up the space and return back to where you started at the beginning. Okay, so for the first guide that you invited forwards, please ask them to step now to the side. Perhaps they'll step away like the opposite side from where the crystalline water is, but just about 3 meters away, perhaps over to the east side. And let's ask the second spirit guide. Now we're going to take less time with the second spirit guide. Ask them now to step forwards to you. And let's get them nice and close to you. So just within 2 meters. And just begin to feel that energy already of your guide. Reflecting on the differences between your first guide and now your second guide that's in front of you. And feel their energy, feel their love, keeping your heart nice and safe and open. You're still within a safe space. It's safe to hold your heart open at this time, to fully embrace his experiences. And now you can go ahead and ask your guide. And please repeat after me. Where are you from? What being do you identify as from Earth or from around the universe? What are your superpowers? Why do you join me in this lifetime to support me? How can I best connect with you in the future? And feel free to ask other questions, just as we asked more questions previously. Please go ahead now and ask. And now you can ask your spirit guide to just take another step closer to you. And please scan down the whole form, feeling into the size, shape, color. Are they humanoid? Are they of any infinite variation and diversity of beings, from stars to rocks to asteroids to nebulas to angels of the highest order? There is no limit to what your guide may be. And scan down any facial features, if they have a face, their body, if it's easily discernible. What are they wearing? What sort of role do they have in that lifetime? Do you remember their energy, their soul energy from previous lives or future lives? And allow all of what you experience, even if it doesn't entirely make logical sense to you yet, simply allow these experiences to just be. You'll have plenty of time afterwards to reflect on today's experience. And now, please do thank your guide. Thank you so much. Feel that joy in your heart of gratitude. Thank you, guide. Thank you for stepping forwards and taking the time and energy to connect with me. Thank you for your beautiful introduction or reintroduction. And as before, if you choose to, I'm going to bring down a source light, a column of source light, and thread between you, if you choose, completely under your control. And you can remove this at any time, a connection from your crown chakra to your guides, your third eye to your guides, your throat to your guides, your heart to your guides, your solar plexus to your guides, your sacral chakra to your guides, your root chakra to your guides, and then connecting that energy deep into earth. And before we start to make our way back, remember you can still repeat this practice for all 8 or so of your active guides. Please do take this moment to congratulate yourself on this huge investment of your time. If you've made it almost 50 minutes in, you've invested a huge amount of your energy into trying your very best to connect with your guides. And this is all your soul is asking of you at this time, is to simply make time, to make energy, to make space, a safe space, to find ways of connecting with your guides lightly, completely unique to you. There's no right or wrong way of connecting, and there's no right or wrong experience. And what is a huge help is this gratitude feeling that you have at the moment. Well done. Even better than 50 minutes in the gym, you spent 50 minutes cultivating yourself and connections with higher vibration beings that are here to support you. You've known them lightly through many lifetimes, and you're working with them to support you in this life. So please do congratulate yourself and congratulate the first 2 guides that came forwards for you. And now also perhaps shout around the corner, imagining that you can shout around the corner to the remaining guides of yours. Please say, hello, thank you so much. Thank you for coming too. I'll be back for you one day soon. And they're ready and waiting for you, not just stuck behind a tree. They're accessible at any time. They're coming back with us. Okay. So let's collate ourselves again. And remember that you did bring your 8 or so active guides up here to the 5th dimension with you. So please ask them all to reconvene behind you. So forming a little group, it's a bit like you're a tour guide and you're leading them back to where you live on the third dimensional Earth for as long as you choose to be in third dimensional Earth. And turn around thanking this beautiful meadow, this wonderful glen in fifth dimensional Scotland, all the living things that have supported this. We've had help from Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael and your guides and myself. Please turn around now as we face the portal through which we came, and let's take a walk for a few meters up, small hill just to get up there. And now when you get to the portal, I'm just going to gently open it and set the intention. This portal is to take us back down on this elevator, this large white platform I created for our class in the live and in the replay. And we're going to step through now the portal onto this platform, forming a circle. And as we form a circle, I'm making sure that everyone's come through, no one gets left behind. And yes, I know there's a couple of you that want to stay in the fifth dimension. Please, it's safer for you to leave this space and come back at any time. You don't need to linger in old sessions if you like. You can come back here at any time. You can choose the fifth dimension at any time. Wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for listening. So that's everyone through. So I'm sealing the portal now. I'm just closing the portal down to return to source or never return here again. Thank you. And now as we find ourselves back on the platform, let's begin the somewhat unique experience of lowering our vibrations back down to where we were when we started. This is a different level for each of us. You can choose what feels right, the frequency, the vibration for you. And I just ask that you find something that's grounded, that supports you, ideally the same frequency or thereabouts from which you started today's session. And I'm bringing the platform down now for each of us. Good. And we're landed back here on Earth. And with this platform underneath each of us, I'm going to dissolve it now. So I'm actually going to contract it down right back into the central pillar of source light that I brought down from the highest dimension of source. And I'm going to dispose of this energy deep into the earth, asking Mother Gaia to transmute, to alchemize that energy so that it can be reused, that beautiful source love energy that supported us up to the fifth dimension and back, to dissolve, to be able to support other beings in the future. Wonderful. Thank you, Mother Gaia. And now let's take a moment to come back to our bodies. If you managed to stay awake to listening to me for an hour, then well done. If you've had any experiences full stop, then please do, and regardless of any experiences or not, please do congratulate yourself on the investment of time and energy in today's practice. You can come back here at any time, and you can practice this at any time, knowing that these are simply in-depth introductions, and that when you're ready, you will become much more fluent connecting with your guides. You'll be used to their feelings, their soul DNA, the fingerprint of them that feels unique. Firstly, as a collective of guides, with one guide speaking on their behalf, and then over time, introductions to each of your guides. And when you're ready, I'm going to bring today's session to an end. So I'd like to thank all of our spirit guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source and Gaia, and every soul that's participated in today's session. And please allow yourself to leave this circle and to remain in your individual protective bubble within which you've already invited your spirit guides, so they're already with you. And importantly, to step outside of the shared session space now as I close it down and I return this session to source or to never return here again. And just in case, just before I forget, after today's session, please do get plenty of rest and drink plenty of water. If you've decided to engage with this video, just putting it on just before you go to sleep at night, I hope you continue to have a beautiful sleep and that your body feels rested and relaxed, and that when you wake up, you easily remember all of what you're ready to receive, all of the experiences, connections with your guides that feel right for you. It's such an honor to guide you, many of you who will go on and continue to lead others, lead by example in your connections with your guides. It's an honor to take you through today's class and to be your guide for as long as I'm helpful to you. And so thank you so much. And if you've had any experiences you want to share, please do put them into the live chat. Remember, the live chat will probably keep going for a few more minutes after we bring it to a close. And Christine says, what a beautiful meditation, and the appearance of the notice was perfect timing. Thank you, John. I am in radical receptivity mode from this meditation and feel so calm and centered. Oh, that's beautiful, Christine. Thank you so much. And sending so much love to you, dear friend. And thank you to everyone who's said lots of beautiful comments in the live chat. And you've stayed, you've held all the way through 25 of you. I think we've been up to about 30 and settling at 25 throughout the meditation live, which is just phenomenal. And it's a real honor to support you. And remember, you can not just in the live chat, but come back to the comments and add on this video. Remember, other people will engage in the future. I hope many, and they will also learn a bit more about these practices of connecting with their guides and helping create those first introductions. So thank you so much. If you're interested in other meditations, I continue to offer a wide range of getting started with John free meditations. So you can take a look here on my website. There's the 14-day spirit guide meditations. And there's also now an increasing number of free meditations, including today, I shared the negative energy and entity removal 1 hour meditation that's available free of charge. There's also one for hidden witch wound, past life healing, one for quantum psychic energy healing, and cultivating your self love, and many more. So I hope that these help you on your journey. And just as meditation has been free for me since I started this journey, it's an honor. Thank you for all your bookings, signing up for my training, your donations. All of this absolutely helps me invest this time and energy in both these live sessions and free meditations to support many people. So thank you so much for your love and support. And with that, I'll bring us to an end. Thank you, dear souls. Thank you so much. And please take good care of yourselves. And I'm sending so much love from Scotland. Take care, everyone. I love you. Bye.